Mercedes Moné went from barely winning a single world title in WWE to conquering the independent scene, holding a total of 12 championships as of today, having won the most recent one just a few days ago. Mercedes has always shown incredible in-ring ability during her time as Sasha Banks in WWE. However, her spotlight was often overshadowed by her fellow members of the Four Horsewomen, Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Charlotte Flair, now under contract with AEW, but with the freedom of a true free agent. Oh, and Tony Khan's private jet. Mercedes has traveled the entire world, mainly across Europe and America, collecting championships everywhere she goes. How did the woman once relegated to WWE's tag team division become one of the most dominant champions in wrestling history? How did Mercedes become 12-belt Moné? How did she become a legend?
I am Mercedes Moné, and I am the CEO of New Japan and Stardom's women's division. And this is only just my first stop because I'm on a world domination tour.
Mercedes, that night, predicted the future. On May 16, 2022, Sasha Banks abruptly left WWE due to creative differences. At that time, she was the women's tag team champion alongside Naomi, yet Sasha felt she deserved more. It simply wasn't enough. She hungered for greatness and knew that under Vince McMahon's control, that might never happen. Feeling that her potential was being wasted, Mercedes packed her things and, along with Naomi, walked out of the company. While Naomi would eventually return to WWE at the 2025 Royal Rumble, Sasha never did. Sasha Banks died the night she walked out of WWE. Meanwhile, Mercedes began to explore her acting career and felt that WWE was holding her back, forcing her to attend shows even during her film shooting schedules. On May 16, 2022, not only did Sasha disappear forever, someone new was born, someone better. Mercedes Moné had just been born, though she didn't yet realize she had made the best decision of her life. After months of speculation, Varnado made her debut for New Japan Pro Wrestling on January 4, 2023 at Wrestle Kingdom 17. Now under the name Mercedes Moné, she confronted then-champion Kairi and announced she had joined both NJPW and its sister promotion World Wonder Ring Stardom.
I am Mercedes Moné, and I am the CEO of New Japan and Stardom's women's division.
Moné soon captured gold by defeating Kairi, but this wasn't the start of her legendary championship streak. After 64 days, she lost the title to Mayu Iwatani. In February 2024, Fightful and Andrew Zarian of Matmen Radio reported that Moné had signed with AEW the previous month and would debut at Big Business, a special edition of AEW Dynamite, on March 13th. But it was on May 26, 2024, when everything truly began. At Double or Nothing, Mercedes defeated Willow Nightingale to win the AEW TBS Championship. On the next episode of Dynamite, she successfully defended the title against Sky Blue. Mercedes Moné burst through AEW's doors in grand fashion, though many critics claimed she benefited from Tony Khan's favoritism and creative influence. Still, her matches were undeniably world-class.
Stephanie Baker!
Her in-ring level reached new heights when she began a feud with Stephanie Baker, who at the time held 3 championships. Two stars collided, promising an epic rivalry. On June 30th, at Forbidden Door, Stephanie defended her NJPW Strong Women's Championship, while Mercedes put her TBS title on the line in a winner-takes-all match. Mercedes Moné became a double champion for the first time in her career, marking the beginning of an unstoppable championship run. In the following months, she feuded with Britt Baker, ultimately defeating her at AEW's biggest event, All In. On January 5, 2025, at Wrestle Dynasty in the Tokyo Dome, Mercedes faced Mina Shirakawa in another winner-takes-all match. Mina put up 2 belts, the RevPro Undisputed British Women's Championship and the Queen of Southside title, whose origins remain a bit mysterious. After stripping Mina of her gold, Mercedes could no longer go unnoticed. Her title streak was gaining massive attention. That night, she became 4-belt Moné. Next, Mercedes entered the Owen Hart Cup tournament, defeating Julia Hart and Athena to reach the finals against heavy favorite Jamie Hayter. In an epic showdown, Moné emerged victorious, winning the tournament, making her technically a 5-time champion, even if the trophy isn't exactly a traditional title. By this point, Mercedes had conquered almost everything there was to conquer in America, so she decided to cross the Atlantic and see what challenges awaited her in Europe. But before starting her domination tour across Europe, it's worth mentioning her World Women's Championship match against Toni Storm at All In Texas. Although she didn't get the victory, she delivered a completely incredible match, and Mercedes was positioning herself among the elite of women's wrestling. Her first stop was Vienna, Austria, where she won the EWA Ladies Championship in a triple threat match against Lexa Valo and Mila Smit. Mercedes became 5-belt Moné. The match was a warning to every European promotion. Moné was stronger than ever. The following titles came like a flood. During the summer of 2025, she went from 5 to 9 championships in just a couple of months. On June 18th, at Grand Slam Mexico, she defeated Zeuxis to win the CMLL World Women's Championship, her 6th title. On July 27th, she captured 2 more titles in Italy, the PTW Women's Championship and the Bestia Women's Championship, becoming 8-belt Moné. It was simply surreal. Mercedes could no longer carry all her titles by herself. She was often accompanied by assistants or performers, with cheerleaders or British soldiers carrying her belts during her entrances. Her summer ended in style in Scotland, where on August 22nd, she claimed her 9th title, the DW Women's Championship. At this point, it felt like Bitcoin, record highs that surely had to come down. Mercedes, in her next appearance on AEW, made a promise that didn't leave anyone indifferent.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 belts money.
Mercedes was determined to match Ultimo Dragon's record of 10 belts, and she did.
Ultimo Dragon had 10 titles, and I am going to smash that record.
She took September off to rest and recover because between the 2nd and 3rd week of October, she would go on to win her 10th, 11th, and 12th titles, making history and officially becoming 12-belt Moné, a living legend. At this stage, anything seems possible. While many claim those belts don't mean anything, the truth is that Mercedes is giving smaller promotions massive exposure and delivering high-caliber matches around the globe. The great mystery now is what will happen when she starts losing. How will she drop them all? Will her credibility crumble? Sooner or later, we'll find out. For now, all we can do is enjoy the ride, because we're witnessing history. And that's how Sasha Banks, once a secondary and average wrestler, became a legend, 12-belt Moné.